Hi everyone, good evening. We just wanted to, it's been ages actually since we've done a video. We were just saying we haven't done one for you for ages, but we just wanted to jump on and give you some information about some of the changes that you're going to see over the next few weeks. You can't fail surely to have missed some of the big changes in terms of the guidance that we've been following over the last weeks and months. There have been some big changes in the last couple of weeks. We are still waiting on some official written guidance on the government website. That still hasn't been updated as of yet. And so we're just going on what's been said by Nicola Sturgeon in Parliament last Tuesday. I think it was Tuesdays, isn't it, that she does. So yeah, we just wanted to give you that information.
So the main thing which everyone will be aware of by now is this end to social distancing.
Yay.
And the impact that has for every place of worship, including ourselves, is that we're now not limited to how many people we can have in on a Sunday morning. So the good news is there's no requirement now to book in for any of our Sunday morning services. We will give further guidance regarding some of the other things that we ask you to book in for. So continue to book in. For example, men's fitness was the one that we used on Sunday, but there's no requirement to book in for a Sunday morning service. When you get there, you will be asked to scan a QR code to help the track and trace process. Now, if you don't have a phone that allows you to do that, there is a box and some slips and pens, a good old-fashioned way in which you can still kind of log your details. And we're still being asked by the government to do that because if there was an incident, it allows the track and trace system to kick in. The other thing which is still being asked to do is we're still being asked to wear masks in indoor settings, just like in supermarkets and shops. So that really is the last real remaining restriction for us in churches now. But we're being asked to do that, and we'll carry on doing it for the time being.
And so as of Sunday, it's our back to school Sunday as well this week, we're going to have all of our kids' work back. And so that is from ages 9 months right up to S2. So that includes Baby Church, Sunday Fishes, Go Mad, Grapple, all of the things that maybe you were used to before for your young people. That also means that there's no limit in terms of how many young people and how many children we can accommodate in the building, which is a really exciting change back for us. We are needing some help with that though. What we're finding is that we're kind of people short. So if you are really happy, even just to go on the rota every so often, and we would really, really appreciate your help. If you would be keen to do that, please do get in touch with us. We would love to find a space for you on one of those kids' rotas.
Yeah, and I think we're really speaking to the parents specifically in this as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got kids that are part of that, please do consider signing up to help out in this next season. And
equally, if you haven't got kids, we would love to have you volunteer. Anyone really that would like to volunteer with the kids' work, we will take any help that we can get, but specifically you parents.
We're also looking for people for the welcome team. A key thing on a Sunday morning. So last Sunday, for example, 25% of the people that turned up are not regulars at King's, visitors, new people. 25% on a Sunday morning, which is incredible. It's exciting, but we need people there to welcome. We need you guys to be there to welcome the people that are coming in. And one of the things that we're going to be asking more and more people is, are you willing to serve, and will you then allow us to put you where the need is? So thinking about the story of Nehemiah that we looked at a couple of weeks ago, they needed people to help rebuild the walls. And I keep using the example of the perfume maker. But you know what? Today we don't need you to make perfume. We need you to go and mix cement. And it's that kind of principle as we start to rebuild community that we're really needing people just to step in, help fill the gaps as we start to rebuild in this next season.
And so for the next few Sundays, you will notice when you return that there's going to be some changes. So we don't need to have the same layout as we've had for the last few months. So we are going to be experimenting with some different layouts, some different formats. If you like, we are kind of resisting going back to the old normal, if you like. And I hate to use that phrase, the new normal, but certainly we are going to be doing some experimenting. So be prepared for some changes. Don't expect, if you always sat in one spot before, don't expect that your seat will necessarily be there in that same place, but come expectant, come looking for change and looking for the new thing that God is going to do. We are really going forward, aren't we, into the unknown. And one of the things that we are really aware of is that there may be some of you guys that are just feeling still that little bit nervous, that feel like you need that little bit of space. And so we're trying to do our best to accommodate that. We're calling them extra legroom seats. If you feel that you just need that little bit of space just to make you feel that bit more comfortable, we would love to try and accommodate that. And so we are going to, as we say, work with some different layouts, so there will be some seats available with that little bit of extra space. But if you need that, if you're finding that that's something that you would require, please do come a little bit earlier, just to make sure that there's going to be a space for you with a bit more room.
And if you've actually yet to come back to any of our in-person gatherings, we're really keen to know why that is.
Yeah.
And that we want to hear from you. We want to hear if you've got concerns, if you've still got some fears, if you've got questions, you're not quite sure how things are. Yeah. If there's something that's holding you back from being part of the gathered body, we'd love to know what that is. And we want you to do that just by send an email into the church email, or message us through the Facebook page. The email address is office@kingsinverness.com. Drop us a message, tell us. And again, as Sarah said, we'll do our best to try and accommodate what we can. We're not going to be able to tick every box for everyone, but we're going to try and tick as many boxes as we can for as many people as possible.
Yeah. And just an aside, really, what's been really interesting is when people have come back for the first time, what they've said is that we didn't realise we missed it. We didn't realise how much we needed that gathered group of believers. And so please do really make an effort. If this is going to be your first week, we would absolutely love to see you back. For us, it's a time of rebuilding. It's a time of replacing of blocks, maybe rejigging things and moving things around into different places. But for you guys coming along, this is a real time of reconnection. We've had 18 months worth of difficulty in real interpersonal connection. And so we want you just to kind of watch out for a number of different ways that we've got in the pipeline of you guys being able to reconnect in a new way. And some of those are new, some of those may be kind of variations on a theme of things that we've done before, but lots and lots of new exciting things that we've got coming up. So please do try and get involved and get stuck in when you see those things popping up online and in the various different ways that we'll advertise them. But keep an eye on your Stay Connected, I think, is probably the best way to do that. Your weekly Friday email, and we'll give you all the details of what we've got coming up.
That is actually probably the most important thing to keep an eye out for, and has been during this entire season. But as in this time of rebuilding, one of the things that we are building towards behind the scenes is our vision night on the 22nd of September. And I feel like every year we say this is the most important one since the last one. But I think because of the season that we've been in, it really is the most important one since the last one.
Definitely.
And we are going to be announcing some quite significant changes to the way that we do things and the way that we operate. So, and we're not saying that to try and, it's a bit of a teaser, isn't it? It's a bit of a teaser to try and whet your appetite. But we're serious when to say that we believe that God is showing us a new way going forward, and we want to talk about that and share that and discuss that with the church family.
Hear your opinions.
Absolutely, on the 22nd of September. So keep an eye out for that.
Get it in your
diaries and really try and prioritise that, because that's a key night for us over this next wee while.
And a key in-person night as well, which we weren't able to do last year. We had it on Zoom last year, which was fine, but really exciting that we're going to be able to all meet and gather together in that way. And so finally, just one really big change that we wanted to let you know about, just so you can be praying about, you can maybe be having a little think about it. It may even be you sitting there tonight that thinks that they could fill this role. I feel quite emotional about this. So our Fiona Taylor, our administrator, she's been the church administrator for a long time now, is going to be stepping down. She's going to be retiring at some point in the next 6 months or so, and so we are going to be on the hunt for Fiona's replacement. They are big shoes to fill, but maybe you could fill those shoes. And so have a little think about it, like I say, pray about it, but we'll be saying goodbye in one role to Fiona, but not goodbye in lots of the other roles that Fiona fills. But absolutely, have a little think about it. It's 20 hours a week that Fiona does, and so if there is anybody out there that could fill that bill, let us know, and we'll be in touch. There will be an official advert coming out in the next few weeks, I guess, next couple of weeks.
An advert, job description, all the usual things that you'd expect. And again, Staying Connected is one of the places that we'll be doing it. If you're not on the Staying Connected mailing list, again, you can sign up for that via the website, email office@kingsinverness.com, and we'll get you put on that. So we just want to encourage you we'd love to see as many people as possible back on Sunday for this the first time that we haven't had to think about booking in and
social distancing
and all these kind of things. We recognise there's still a little apprehension, but that I think when Mike Taylor got up a few weeks ago and he commented about how safe that he felt coming back, I thought that was some really powerful words. If you're part of the church family, you'll know Mike's journey and some of the challenges he's had around his own health, and I felt quite reassured that Mike felt safe to come back. But if there is concerns, let us know. And you know what, we're really excited about Sunday. We're going to be carrying on our series on 1 Peter. We're going to be looking at perfection against holiness and what is the difference. And so just to whet your appetite for that as well. But it'd be great to see as many of you there on Sunday. Come early, start to reconnect, start to help us rebuild community as we go forward into this next season.
See you then.